Hello and welcome back to another TCG Live pack opening. Today we're back with 8 of my favorite packs to open, Scarlet and Violet Black Bolt. No reason in particular that I can come up with, it's just always fun to open them, I don't really ever have complaints. Pawniard sitting on the rock in the pond after having sliced up a few leaves. Pampor skipping their way through the blooming flowers while they fling water droplets. Muno watching the shooting stars as they float above another blooming field. Pampor running through the field, flinging water in all directions. Crustle fighting the fierce winds as they traverse the rocky wasteland. Scolipede at the forest edge, a wonderfully designed Scolipede at that. Crocodile in the desert at sunset as the sand whips all around them. Timber sitting with the timber for our first reverse. Tranquil waddling their way across the tree branch for our second. And our rare is a very nice Excadrill, full art. Antique cover fossil trainer. Amogla having landed on their tree with their peanut berry about to take flight again. Duosion floating around the marsh. Darumaka running their way through the desert. Professor Juniper's research trainer. Seismitoad at the pond's edge shaking everything around with an earthquake. Once again, Crustle making their way through the windy, rocky wastelands. The Laughing Palpitoad by the pond's edge for the first reverse. Second would be Lilligant floating over the blooming field. And our rare is the nice Landorus Hollow as rocks whip all around them. Tranquil waddling their way across the tree branch. Elgyem high above the desert. Servine walking across the tree branch covered in vines. Golett sitting at the top of the stairs built into the mountainside. Golurk as the wheel turns from day to night behind them. Simisage sitting with their citrus berries and looking up at the clouds. The glowing Behemoth floating their way above the grasslands. Once again, the happy Duosion in the marsh for our first reverse, I mean to say. Throw is our second as he rests just in front of the waterfall. And a Caracosta walking the island beach for our rare. Ooh, an amazing Seismitoad IR. Just laughing away. There is so much beautiful detail in this card. There's so many just little things. God, I always have so much respect for cards like this. This must have taken forever. Crocorock standing in front of the pond that is black as the night sky. Whirlipede in their tree hollow home. Well, it's not really a circular hollow that you usually see, but it's definitely a hollowed out tree. Clink randomly floating through the jungle. Like, I never understand cards like this. Clink being in the jungle and Garbodor being in a cave is such strange places for them to be. Throw once again sitting in front of the rushing waterfall. A Fennel trainer. Darmanitan swiftly charging through the mountains. Ooh, a nice Pokeball Electros for our first reverse. It's been a while since I've seen one of these. Our second is the Golurk as the wheel turns from day to night behind them. And our rare of the pack is once again the Caracosta walking the island beach. And I say we're about halfway there. Girder on the job site at the top of the skeleton of the building. Pansage taking refuge from the rain under the large leaf. Pampor flinging water drops through the field. Drillbur poking their head up out of the earth. Amoonguss on the mushroom-covered dirt pile, soaking up some sun. Amoonguss soaking up some sun on the dirt pile. Thorough resting just in front of the rushing waterfall. Fungus making their way through the fungus-covered forest for our first reverse, yep. Axews slowly making their way up the mountains for the second. And our rare of the pack is the fearsome Beartic, still in their ice cave home. Snivy in the forest looking up through the opening in the canopy. Audino walking out of the blooming forest into the vast meadow. Girder high up on the skeleton of the building. Pampor throwing water droplets as they skip. The wonderfully designed Scolipede at the forest edge. Go lurk, the wheel spinning from day to night. An energy coin trainer. Maractus attracting customers at the front of the shop for our first reverse. Second is a wonderful Crocodile IR, smashing in the roof of that rusted out car just a little bit more. And our rare of the pack. Okay, a Superior EX, whipping their tail swiftly in the forest. A strong combo to make it a little bit hard for last pack, best pack, that's for sure. Couple of packs to go. Axew making their way up the mountains once again. Minchino washing off their tail in the river. Golett at the top of the stairs built into the mountainside. Timber next to all the timber. A Fennel trainer once again. Escavalier easily jabbing through the rocks with their lance. Tirtouga swimming around the lush coastside. Simpior, all grown up but still flinging out some water droplets for the first reverse, I believe. Yep, Victini high up in the sky giving us their classic V. And our rare of the pack. A nice Meloetta EX as music notes swirl all around them. Alrighty, it has come that time once again to find out is last pack best pack or not. If you want more details on the rules, there's a video link down below. It's a little bit tricky today after that, the Crocodile Servine combo, but not impossible to beat, so we'll see. Playing floating above the house in the morning. Patil making their way through the hibiscus. Golett sitting at the top of the stairs built into the mountainside. Maractus attracting customers at the front of the shop. Scolipede at the forest edge. Go lurk as the wheel spins from day to night. Crustle making their way through the windy wastelands. Chinchino in the blooming tulip field for our first reverse. Second would be the Whirlipede in the tree hollow in autumn. And our rare of the pack is a very nice Zekrom EX, unleashing some zaps from their hand. And as wonderful as it is, it's unfortunately going to be another no for last pack, best pack. The streak continues on, for today at least. Well, if you want to hear me yap about some more cards, there are daily uploads around here, some days more, so there's plenty of other openings already on the channel. Alrighty, as always, I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you next time for another TCG Live pack opening.